The World as Will and Idea, by Arthur Schopenhauer, narrated by Liam Johnson. The World as Will and Idea, by Arthur Schopenhauer. Translator's Preface. The style of Die Welt als willende Vorstellung is sometimes loose and involved, as is so often the case in German philosophical treatises. The translation of the book has consequently been a matter of no little difficulty. It was found that extensive alteration of the long and occasionally involved sentences, however likely to prove conducive to a satisfactory English style, tended not only to obliterate the form of the original but even to imperil the meaning. Where a choice has had to be made, the alternative of a somewhat slavish adherence to Schopenhauer's ipsissima verba has accordingly been preferred to that of inaccuracy. The result is a piece of work which leaves much to be desired, but which has yet consistently sought to reproduce faithfully the spirit as well as the letter of the original. As regards the rendering of the technical terms about which there has been so much controversy, the equivalents used have only been adopted after careful consideration of their meaning in the theory of knowledge. For example, Vorstellung has been rendered by idea, in preference to representation, which is neither accurate, intelligible, nor elegant. Idee is translated by the same word, but spelled with a capital, idea. Again, Anschauung has been rendered according to the context, either by perception simply, or by intuition or perception. Notwithstanding statements to the contrary in the text, the book is probably quite intelligible in itself, apart from the treatise on the fourfold root of the principle of sufficient reason. It has, however, been considered desirable to add an abstract of the latter work in an appendix to the third volume of this translation. R. B. H. J. K. Preface to the first edition. I propose to point out here how this book must be read in order to be thoroughly understood. By means of it I only intend to impart a single thought. Yet, notwithstanding all my endeavors, I could find no shorter way of imparting it than this whole book. I hold this thought to be that which has very long been sought for under the name of philosophy, and the discovery of which is therefore regarded by those who are familiar with history as quite as impossible as the discovery of the philosopher's stone, although it was already said by Pliny, quam multa fieri non possi, priusquam sin facta, judicanter. History Nat. 7, 1. According as we consider the different aspects of this one thought which I am about to impart, it exhibits itself as that which we call metaphysics, that which we call ethics, and that which we call aesthetics, and certainly it must be all this if it is what I have already acknowledged I take it to be. A system of thought must always have an architectonic connection or coherence, that is, a connection in.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?